to tell you guys about Helton Creek Falls. Helton Creek Falls is a very short hike. It is in Union County. Yep, it's in Union County near Helen. It's in the Chattahoochee National Forest, so it's managed by the U.S. Forest Service. It is a great hike if you are trying to figure out if your child is maybe old enough to try their first hike. Maybe they're really young, like 3 or 4. It is a short distance, so they might have great success. So where can you find it? Off of 129. I'll post some more detailed directions in just 1 second. Like I said, the distance is very short. It's about 2/10 of a mile. The day we did it, I had an 11-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 3-year-old, and we did it in 6 minutes down to the falls, and that's letting the 3-year-old walk himself. So you could probably do it a good bit faster than that, especially if your kids are older. There are 2 waterfalls at this site. There's an upper falls and a lower falls. So as you head down, well, let me tell you how to get there. When you come in off 129, you will turn onto Helton Creek Falls Drive, and you'll see another sign that says Vogel Springs, and that's just really like the almost neighborhood sign. You'll come into a road and you'll realize there are houses on your left and right. Don't be confused. You'll just proceed through this little subdivision. Just beware that you're kind of in a neighborhood. Watch out for people's kids and people backing out of their driveways. Then eventually that road is going to turn to a gravel dirt road, and it's pretty well maintained, but there are spots when you're going to have to pull off if there's another car coming in the opposite direction. There are a few spots on the road where both cars are not going to fit, so be cautious as you head down. You will see a small forestry sign that says Helton Creek Falls and a small section of gravel parking, and that's where you stop. That's the trailhead. The distance I said is short. The terrain is kind of moderate. There are some built-in steps, but then there are also just some sections of dirt and exposed roots. So almost anyone could do this hike, except maybe if you're elderly, this is not so smooth of a terrain. As you head down the trail, you can branch left and downward towards the lower falls, or you can kind of stay straight and upward to the upper falls. The upper falls are the taller falls, and there is a really nice observation deck to stop and look the falls over, and it's kind of a fenced area that's, feels pretty safe for the kids. If you're hoping to get wet or play in the water, I would head back down to that lower falls staircase, head down the steps, and you will be at the lower falls. You'll be at the water. In my pictures and video this go round, we had some really unprecedented rain this summer, and so the falls were really kind of raging, and then the pools below the falls were deeper than usual. Typically when we go at the lower falls, it's really more of an ankle deep, really perfect spot for playing and splashing. This particular time it was a little deeper, and for my 3-year-old, it was, I had to really stay right next to him and close because some spots were deeper than what I wanted him in. So it's a great spot for a picnic or have a little adventure. If it's fall or winter or too cold to get in the water, or you're a seasoned hiker and that's just too short for you, there are a lot of other great waterfalls right next to it. So you could kind of make a whole day of seeing some waterfalls right there on 129. DeSoto Falls is close. It's another double waterfall with an upper and a lower section. Duke's Creek is close. Anna Ruby Falls is close, but it's paved and stroller friendly. Vogel State Park is really close to Helton Creek, and they have some trails, non-waterfall trails too, that are inside of Vogel State Park if you wanted to park there and do some of those. I think Helton Creek Falls is open year-round unless there's been kind of storm damage. Parking is always free, so those are 2 great other things about Helton Creek. You'll find a lot of waterfalls that charge a parking fee. I think that's the meat of what you need to know to do this hike. If you've been on it before, or you have any other helpful hints, you can just leave those in the comments. And the next video I'm going to do is DeSoto Falls and then I'm going to make a video about helpful ideas for hiking with young kids. So if you click subscribe, you'll get an email, and that email will tell you when those are posted. Okay, get out your door and explore more. Thanks.